Hey guys, this is my beautiful Jade. This was a I propagated this. This was a clipping. And now she was propagating different parts of the house. I would say right now she's in front of an east facing window. And the reason I did that was because it just kind of felt like she maybe needed a little bit of lift, a little bit more light. Before that, she was sitting across the room from an east facing window, I would say about 10 to 15 feet away. It does get good enough light, but I do live in North America, and sometimes it's not really every day, and jades do need bright light. So she seems to have perked up, and my shelf does look kind of full already just because my plants have grown. I'm going to show you real quick. So this is the change on my shelf, and they're just getting a little fuller, and it just felt like a little crowded. So my jade was here on the far left, but now my aglaonemas have really overgrown itself that it doesn't really have any more room for my jade, so I had to move her. This was a rescue. So when my husband tried to propagate this, because this is from his plant, which is 3 years old right now, it's going to be 4 next March, I believe. That was a birthday gift that I gave him a few years ago. And he wants to grow his like looking like a tree, and I honestly love how it looks, so I'm trying to do that with mine, but mine are not as big as his yet. So this was last, I would say fall or winter 2019, fall, I think, that he clipped them, and they were rotting and dying. And so I had to propagate it from scratch. He said, just throw them out. He was so miserable with it. I rescued this, and now she's rooted, and she has her own pot. And this is a 6-inch pot right here. She is in a cactus soil. I will try to find the link for you guys. I will also share what I water her every time I do water her. I do let her dry out. I believe I do have a video on how to take care of a jade, how I've been taking care of a jade since I've ever owned a jade before, and it has worked for me. So, you can look that up, Natasha, Harper, Jade, and it should pop up. I should have that up there. So, what I'm planning to do when she has grown a little bit more, I'm going to take this off, take these tiny things off. If this starts to grow into a branch, I will probably propagate it and make it into a different plant. But as much as possible, I want it to be like the bottom, like right here to down, will have no leaves at all. And it will just be more on the top to just get bushier and bushier. I actually call this when I label all my stuff, this is my Jade 2, because my first Jade, I already have a Jade 1, which is what I got for me. So we've only bought 2 Jade, one for my husband, and I bought myself a Jade, or he bought me, I don't even remember. I think I bought that Jade for me. I don't know. And I propagated some of mine, and I propagated, and he has also propagated from his plant. And I think it's just like, it's one of the easiest plants to ever own and propagate from my perspective, from my personal experience. And I just love it. So I water it when the soil dries out, like depending on the size of the plant and depending on the size of the pot. The bigger the plant, the bigger the pot, the deeper I would wait for the soil to dry out. This is the only succulent that I would say is the number one my favorite succulent ever, because it's the easiest for me to grow. And I really, really suck, pun intended, on succulents. I'm very, very, I'm a serial murderer on succulents. I don't even buy them anymore. I just see them at the store. I see pictures of them. They look so beautiful, but we have a love-hate relationship or a hate-hate relationship to that. So I'm sticking with what I know, which is a jade. And just so you know, this is just with all plants. The greener they are, the more they can capture the light, and the more that they can ingest it and digest it and produce energy for the plant itself. There is a different kind. There are very different kinds of jades. This is the Crassula ovata. There's a golem. There is a pig, ogre ear. There is a variegated jade. There are so many different varieties of jade, but I think this is called the Crassula ovata, and it's the all green, and it's supposedly for feng shui, or good luck and good fortune. This is one of those kinds of plants. If you're even interested, it's just that someone in one of my plant groups was like interested in good luck and bad luck plants, and the reason for that is because they're very easy to propagate and they're very easy to grow. Not every succulent out there is very easy to grow, and I can tell you, I've killed a lot. So if you're a beginner and you have good enough light, you have an east window or a west window that you have, even a south window, then you want to start with plants, I would recommend this for sure. It's very easy to care for. You need cactus soil. If you want to fertilize, everything that I'm using will be down in the description section. It is a little bit more advanced than a beginner when it comes to fertilization and supplementing your plants. But do check it out, because if I did know about it when I started, I probably would have done it first, because I spent a lot of money on all different kinds of fertilizers for different kinds of plants. And it's just frustrating to deal with that. So anyway, this is what she looks like, and that's what she looks like up close right there. And that's it. And of course, look at all those little babies growing. I love it when they have like that and they just grow from there. So a little tidbit too, if I take this leaf off right here, what will happen is that area, this surrounding area right here, there's going to be like a new sprout that'll grow. It's like the same as the one here. Like if you can see, it's already starting to branch out, because this one here, I took the leaf off. And like I said, I'm going to take this leaf off. I just don't know when. It's just, the more leaves you have, the more it can absorb the light. The more it can absorb the light, the more it can produce energy for the plant. And the more you have that, the more your plant is going to grow and be healthier and beefy and all that stuff. I hope you enjoyed my plant vlog for this jade. There you're going to hit the subscribe button, the like button, as well as the bell, so you're notified every single time I do upload a new video. And I do have all my social media accounts in the description section as well. Any questions that you have, feel free to put it down in the comment section. Anything to do with this plant. I have been growing jade for, I would say, about 10 years. And it's very easy. I'm not an expert on it, but if you just want it to like thrive and grow and propagate and things like that, I've been through that. I have never had this plant to flower, so I'm not like a super advanced or an expert on it, but I'm able to rescue it when it's like withering and probably rotting and dying. I've done that. So any questions that you'll need, and I could try to help you. I'll be as honest as I always am, and try to help you as much as I can. Thank you guys so much for the love and support and the beautiful words you guys always leave me. I hope to see you guys on my next video. Bye.